Hello and welcome to another part of Citroën DS restoration. Today we're going to start on welding up the frame. Having determined that those sills are actually in workable shape, that one's a little worse than that one, we're going to be fixing this now, which are the giant holes in the giant box section. So, as we can see, up here, there's a gusset. It's not in great shape, but there is a gusset there. That's what I'm going to do to this, okay? And this, and this. So I have a drawing of what I'm going to make. I need to make 5 of these. They're basically box sections, okay? They might be welded, connected in the at the ends. I haven't figured that out yet. But basically, it's basically a U-channel that'll go in here. I can drill these out, okay, and weld to them. So I can, so just be a bit stronger. So I think it was yesterday I made this as a practice piece. I haven't welded in quite a while, so this is a practice piece. Those welds, they're pretty ugly. This one especially because I was sitting in the corner over there in the dark, so I could not see a thing. I think I'll redo this one, clean all the grind all the welds out of that, and re-weld it. But what we're going to be using something like this as, we're going to make a few of these out of this piece of sheet metal here, 16 gauge. We're making gussets because the frame is made of 20 gauge steel. Okay, as we can see, this frame it's not in the best shape. That's made of 20 gauge steel, okay? And what tends to happen with metal after it rusts for a while is it tends to lose structural rigidity and strength. Even though this metal seems perfectly all right. I mean, it looks terrible down here. I'm going to convert all this. This stuff is part of the floor in the rear, so this is going to get replaced. But look at this here. This, I just rubbed this with my finger, is brand new metal. Right there. Brand new. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to weld some gussets in. This, I'm going to take off the jack stand, take the Poloss trim off, cut this piece out because the other side is rotted out as well. I didn't realize that until I was smashing it with a hammer. So yeah, I'm going to take that Poloss trim off the side, cut that out, and when that's cut out, I can spray all of this with like an acidic rust killer, kill all the rust, paint it inside, weld 2 gussets, I think. We can do 2 here. This one I don't think needs one. This one could use a gusset. And then weld it up on this side. And then obviously tend to this issue here. So first we're going to remove the Poloss trim from the other side, which is underneath, and start cutting that rust out. Today we're going to be welding up this entire box section, going all the way to the back, all the way down to the end of the back seat. We're going to be welding that up today. So let's get to that. Okay. So, if you can see, where's the thing? Right there. I have a drilled hole there, and there's a couple on the bottom and a couple on the other side. So, I'm going to weld those in, and then clean everything up, because it may look pretty bad, this floor and stuff. This floor's okay, this is shot, the rear floor is shot, the rear floor after that's not too great, and then the trunk is completely shot. But the front floor is in really good shape. It's just dirty. So I'm going to just weld it up. Should be okay. I'm going to clean it up beforehand, but let's weld this up really quick. Okay, so if we want an award for the ugliest welds, look no further than here. So I was trying to figure out the welder, and I thought this was the best possible way, because I haven't welded in quite a while. So, to be honest, they came out a little better than I thought they would, but that doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter what it looks like. It's inside the frame. And the frame is now a structural member. This thing is now a structural member of the frame. That's not going anywhere. So I'm going to put the sides on now. Okay, so it's been a little while. I welded the rust up. Oh, please focus. It's surface rusted already. I just got to clean that up a little bit. The weld's ugly, I know, This side isn't much better, but it's completely sealed up, except on this one where the bottom isn't sealed. The entire floor in the back is getting replaced, so I don't really mind. I will just seal it up when I replace the floor. Now, the last bit we have to do on this box section is right here. See this? It's all gone up to here. So I have to cut all that out. In order to do that, I have to take this trim off the side, which I believe my camera decided that it wanted to cut off completely. So, yeah, I have to take this trim off right here. And I believe it's just held on with self-tapping screws. So we'll do that, and we'll cut this out, bend up the new piece, weld it up, make sure we have room for the seat connect, and then we can have this side completely done, basically. And we'll start working on the rear area. Okay, so I have the rust cut out over here and up top. And I've drawn out all the lines for these patch panels here. So I have to grind those down to bare metal before I can weld. Alright, so there we go. We got the box section welded up. That only took like a month and a half, 2 months, mainly of procrastinating because I didn't have the right stuff. This shouldn't take too long, hopefully. That's going to take like 2 months to do. And then the floors will probably take 2 weeks because I don't need to do any complex bends. So I'm going to end this video here. Next one we'll start back there. Probably on this side or that side. Probably that side. And we're going to have some fun with this. Thanks for watching.